Street Fighter Freed, Third Strike, the third installment of the third installment of Street Fighter, with the pointless but promising subtitle, Fight for the Future. Despite being released in 1999, it's seen by fans as the true follow-up to Street Fighter 2. Even today it's being used in tournaments. And it was one of those tournaments that gave us the unleashing of the beast between Justin and Diego. Still fresh in the mind of people who watch esports. But I'm going to talk about everything apart from the fighting mechanics. And as far as animation, it's probably the most overlooked game ever made. Fighters using anime-style sprites was popular back then. And you can see, just like the other free games, there's so many frames of animation being used, even with them being idle. They move so fluidly and there's so much detail. Even more than the recent Guilty Gear and BlazBlue games. Of course they brought back Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and Akuma because of course it wouldn't be a Street Fighter without the Lone Wolf himself. There's also a lot of great characters in this roster. Dudley, Hugo, Alex, who kind of looks like Hulk Hogan through beer goggles. There's Elena, who mostly uses her legs to fight. And again, with the animation, they can really express how agile she is. Also with 12, the way they can morph him into different shapes. There's also little details like Ryu leaving his bag on the floor and it remaining there. One strange feature to this game is the mysterious robot-looking man Q. There are no facts about this guy. He's complete mystery. No one knows what he looks like, his real name, where he's from. I mean, look at the wiki. Will we know anything, or is Capcom going to use him to tease us constantly? But one thing is known, he's got kind of a cool entry. They also spiced up the ladder, giving you a choice of who your next opponent's going to be. The backgrounds have definitely improved as well. From looking more flat and simple, with having more depth, with objects in a way that creates more of a draw distance. There's stuff in the foreground, background, and middle ground. Your eyes are going to be competing over seeing. It's great artwork, and probably one of the most interesting is Hugo's stage. So this is how you live. And notice the second impact Easter egg. They brought back the bonus features like destroying a car and a new one with Sean involving basketballs. Another thing is the soundtrack, with the help of Infinite to create a kind of electronic / techno beats that give the game its style. And of course, beating the final boss, Gil, the red-blue guy, you get an ending that makes your journey worthwhile. Especially Chun-Li with her saving that little girl. With only a few images and text, it does a good job giving her heart. And with Q, true to form, we don't learn anything about him. Remy is not a fighter to write home about. His appearance is forgettable and his style is too similar to Guile's. But you become a little bit intrigued by him with his ending.